We're rolling again. Go ahead.
All right. Welcome back, Weekend Showcase. Tim Thompson here once again with the lovely
Red Countess cosplay.
and their amazing Eddie Munson.
Eddie Munson of
Eddie
Stranger
Munson. Yes,
Things.
I'm so good at this game.
Season 4.
Season 4, Eddie. How long have you been cosplaying?
I have been cosplaying since 2009.
2009.
2009.
Such a long time ago.
That's 15 years. You good. I'll see you later, King.
And what was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay was the Easter dress version of Cardcaptor Sakura. So I used like a Sunday Easter dress. It was not so good. But if we're going by official, Claire Redfield from Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Now, did you hand make both of it, or you?
I had help.
You had help.
That first time we had taken a red jacket and we had it was a red hoodie, like one of the fleece style ones.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the pieces off of it, and it was all basically fabric paint.
Okay.
And I still have the back of the jacket part that says "Let Me Alone," and it's still near and dear to my heart. And that was another woman who helped me. She studied the design.
Okay.
She painted it on there. All beautiful.
Teamwork. Beautiful.
Making
Love
the
it.
dream work.
What would you say would be your most intricate one you've done?
My most intricate, I do a lot of original character cosplays.
Yeah.
So, if anybody's seen them around the con, usually around the East Coast, that would be my OC from Final Fantasy 15, Vivian Wormwood. She's known for her 2-foot-high vessel that lights up. It's very big. It even has harness straps to it, and you can see me with it, and I'll be carrying a staff just to really balance me out.
Beautiful.
That one wasn't just intricate, but very costly.
So now, would you say was that one your favorite cosplay you made, or what would you say is your favorite cosplay you made?
I'd say my favorite one I've made, it would have to have been Eddie, because he took time. But it was the first time I branched out as a androgynous kind of cosplayer and kind of explored the masculine side of that.
Okay.
Because most of the time I do a lot of hyper feminine cosplays. But this time around I said, what if I did a masculine one? And it really branched out from the patches to the pins to even the wig. It was just wonderful. And I'd say my most well-known one is Vivian.
It's Vivian. Okay.
Everybody knows me for her because it's hard to miss me when I'm walking around with a lantern yay big and I'm just walking around like a big daddy.
Favorite con experience from any convention you've been to?
Oh gosh. Just this past year, I went to Anime Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Their ribbon culture there is incredible.
Is it?
It's very. For the first time, there are a lot more, without it being too much of a hot seat word, they're very liberal there, in a good way.
Yeah.
In the sense that because it's a lot more free than the East Coast sometimes. I remember seeing their pinboard for their ribbons.
Oh.
And I remember seeing how they had what looked essentially like a red threadboard to find ribbons.
Really? They mapped out where you
Like
can find
mapped out. It was handwritten stuff.
Charlie Day, like, all right, you gotta go here, then
Just
there,
here. And when you saw it, it was such a free thing that I hope we can bring to the East Coast too. Because the West Coast has been doing ribbon culture for a long time.
Okay,
It's
then.
just coming here since, I think, 2019 or so.
I was gonna say, because I remember going to Dragon Con in 2018. That's the first time I saw it.
But
was like, oh,
I
ribbons are
think
cool.
with the
And
West
now slowly, yeah.
with the West Coast, they've been doing it for much longer.
Okay.
But bearing that in mind, the experience there, though it is a lot, just like with Katsucon, the experience at Anime Los Angeles was a nice one. It's calmer,
Okay.
and there's not, without really making it too much, people just are. If you don't get along with somebody, leave them.
Okay.
And it's nice. And I think it also explains Eric's path. You remember?
Of course.
He went from West Coast to East Coast.
Yeah.
And
You can see both sides of that now.
not just that, but I even ran across people that he had known from the fountain parties.
In the West Coast?
On the West Coast.
That's insane.
It was beautiful.
I love it.
All right, what else you got for me?
Are you in the masquerade this year?
I'm not in the masquerade this year. I have wanted to participate. The issue has always been, and here's something I really hope to change within NecroCon and a lot of the con scene, having original character cosplays submitted. A lot of the times, they're very stringent about what they accept as original characters and what they don't. You can have a sketch, but if somebody else hasn't done that work, then they look at it and they discount it and they go, well, you can't have this.
Okay.
But there's a lot of ways that we can change how original characters are seen, how they're portrayed, and how they can kind of fit with canon. The same rules should apply to them, which are like, the fabric, historical accuracy at the time, the same as you would do for a canon character, you can do for an original. You just have to nudge it a bit.
I love that so much because I've been wanting to do. I told you about my Bleach OC.
Yeah.
For a long time. I want to do it for the masquerade, and I didn't realize until like recently there's been like kind of like a pushback on the OC.
They're very
culture, so to speak, for the
pushback.
masquerade. So yeah, so I would love for that to change. Because like I have so much passion for this character that I want to do. So I want to do it justice, and you know. So.
Gotta.
But again, I want to thank you for taking the time out for the interview today.
Of course.
You want to plug any socials that everybody
Of
can follow you on? So.
You can so you guys can catch me at Red Countess Cosplay on Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter. Anywhere you can really think of. Twitter is Red Countess Official. Blue Sky is just Red Countess Cosplay. Instagram is Red Countess Cosplay, and of course, the Facebook is the same. You guys have been wonderful, and I think you have an amazing con. Make it your best. If you're a first timer, just know this con is the con to be at. We love you.
Thank you.
Know it.
All right. That's a cut.